I'm Megan.
I'm Christy.
And we are
Homebrew.
Murder Crew.
Coming at you with the micro.
Got a microbrew. Well,
let's get into it.
Yeah, so that's the point of microbrew, isn't it? I'm like, wait, what do I say? Sorry, we went on a tiny bit of a hiatus and we came back. Now I'm like,
we don't know what to do.
Yeah, we were like, what's happening?
I don't know podcast.
Yeah. We don't have.
Have we ever?
That's true.
We're really just winging it.
Yeah, we sure are.
Every day.
Every day. So I've got a bit of a cryptid.
I forgot already. You told me this and then I forgot.
Yeah, no, I got cryptid today, which I don't normally cover, but this one's been on my list for a while. So, to get right into it, for as long as humans have navigated the towering peaks and deep valleys of the Canadian Rockies, stories have circulated about a massive, reclusive, ape-like creature.
Okay, this is the Labrador
ape
thing, no?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
This is the Canadian, the Rockies.
Oh, the Rockies, yes.
This is ape-like creature known across North America as a Bigfoot, or commonly in Canada as the Sasquatch.
Okay, exciting. Yes.
So
keep my Sasquatch picture, which you can't really see.
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, yeah, Sasquatch. He's sitting over there.
Yeah,
that's him. But you can't really see it.
Mm-hmm. So I know this is going to sound really, really, really stupid. And I knew this, but I never really put a lot of thought into it. But the term Sasquatch is specific in Canada.
I think
that's a Canadian.
Yeah,
they call it the Bigfoot and then the Yeti and
Sasquatch. Yeah,
but Sasquatch is a Canadian thing, and it's so stupid that I didn't know that. But they always reference the Sasquatch and Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah,
but they call them the Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yeah,
that's what Bubbles calls
them.
But yeah, so this legendary cryptid is deeply entrenched in the folklore of the mountains, with a history that spans from ancient indigenous oral traditions to modern day alleged encounters. The name Sasquatch is an angelicized version of the, I'm going to butcher these words and I keep doing these episodes and I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing words that aren't my native language. So the Hulkomelem First Nations term.
Can I see it?
Hulkomelem.
I don't know if I would be
Hulkomelem. Hulkomelem. This is why this is a microbrew.
Hulkomelem?
I should have searched this beforehand, but I thought I got it. And then now, anyways. So First Nation term of the Saskets, which means wild man. For many indigenous communities along the west coast and into the mountains, the west coast of Canada, and into the mountains, this is not a myth, but a known being that inhabits the most remote wilderness. While Sasquatch sightings are most numerous in the temperate rainforests of coastal British Columbia, the rugged high-altitude terrain of the Canadian Rockies, particularly in Alberta and the interior of BC, Alberta, this is home. Anyways, provides an equally compelling and vast habitat for such an elusive creature. The extensive protected areas of the parks like Banff and Jasper National Park are often cited in reports, giving their remoteness and the abundant natural resources that could sustain a large omnivore. So the physical description and behaviors of the Saskatchewan.
The sandwich.
The Sasquatch, the Sasquatch, the the Sasquatch as we know it in Alberta, so of the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch to be particular, generally align with the classic North American description of the Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
So the size and the stature, a colossal bipedal creature, often reported to be between 7 to 10 feet tall, with immense bulk and broad shoulders.
He's a thick boy.
Covered in a thick, shaggy hair that typically ranges from dark brown to reddish brown or black. It is said to have a dome-like head, no discernible neck, and deep-set eyes.
Same.
You know what I just thought of? Have you ever seen that 90 Day Fiance?
Yes. What's his name?
I can't think of his name. Big Ed.
Big Ed.
Big Ed.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Big Ed. Anyways,
it's like a lasagna.
Not. If you're wondering why I'm traumatized by that statement,
You need to go listen to episode 72.
I'm sorry for that comment. I have regrets, but it still made us laugh. So, observers emphasize its unique gait, a powerful, swift stride, suggesting incredible speed and agility, especially on steep, uneven terrain like the Rocky Mountains. The enormous human-like footprints, which gave rise to the name Bigfoot to begin with, are the most frequent physical evidence reported. Witnesses have often described hearing a powerful screams, howls, or wood knocks rather than seeing the creature itself. These sounds are said to be unlike any known wildlife. In the Canadian Rockies specifically, the Sasquatch is often described as a master of evasion, maintaining a policy of mutual avoidance with humans. This allows it to persist undetected in the heavily forested foothills and glacier-fed valleys. Guys, the Rocky Mountains in Alberta are just fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
As I'm describing this, just makes me want to go hiking. But I don't want to run into a Sasquatch.
I do. I wouldn't mind.
Would. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you think that there's just one? Or do you think that there's a family of them?
There's got to be more than one. There's got to be I think it's like a creature that lives in the Rocky Mountains or anywhere, in other places too. The Yeti. We can go back to our episode about the diet love pass.
Yeah.
The Yeti is real. That's one of the last entries that they put in their diaries.
Yeah.
The Yeti is also, it's basically the same creature.
Mm-hmm.
Just
it is, yeah.
It's white rather than brown because it lives in maybe it's like a rabbit. It can changes colors.
Yeah,
maybe that's why it's so evasive.
Actually,
it blends into its surroundings. Maybe in the winter they turn white and they don't see them because when you're out snowshoeing in Banff or Kananaskis in the winter, you would not see anything white out there. It would just blend right in. I'm so white, I basically blend into it. Right. But it is so disorienting.
It is. It's actually it's called snowblind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love snowshoeing. It's so
I've
great.
never been.
Well, we should go this year.
Let's do that.
You know what? They always get the snowshoes at Costco.
We'll go hunt this out.
But I think my snowshoes might have accidentally ended up in Newfoundland. So I'll buy new ones this year. But anyways, I digress. The Canadian Rockies have their own unique stories that contribute to the legend of the
Saskatchewan.
The Sasquatch. One being, so the one that I'm particularly focused on, we could probably do thousands of episodes on the different types of Sasquatches and Bigfoots and sighting and stuff. The one that I chose specifically is the Minnewanka Wildman in Banff National Park. And it is also perhaps the most infamous historical case in the Alberta Rockies. Reports in the late 1800s detail a creature dwelling around Lake Minnewanka, Minnewanka, that's right, yeah, near the town of Banff. So it's Banff is just beautiful. And there's just like that one lake throughout Banff, and that's Lake Minnewanka. And you can't miss it. It's beautiful. It's just, it's such a serene place when it's not overcrowded with tourists.
Which is always.
We go there, like, I've been there when it's been like basically empty and it's gorge.
But it's like the water is just so blue.
Yeah,
it's so blue. It's green. It's like it just looks like a
looks not real.
It's like it's not real.
It's like it's something out.
It
of
looks like a
dream.
precious stone.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. And we're gonna actually talk a little bit about the history of Lake Minnewanka too, just a tiny bit, and it's actually pretty freaking fascinating. So near the town of Banff, which I'm sure didn't exist at this point, but early European settlers, we love those early European settlers. We don't. You can listen to a few of our episodes and hear our opinion on that. But here we are. Anyways, so the early European settlers reported encounters with a large bipedal animal, possibly over 7 feet tall. And that was often mistaken for a giant bear from a distance, which, you know what? We do have giant bears in Banff.
Yeah, and can be bipedal. They will stand on their 2 feet.
There is one, what is his name? There is one bear in Banff National Park. I gotta Google him real quick because I gotta tell you guys about this bear. So sorry, but this is incredible.
Incredible. His name is Yogi,
the boss.
Oh,
so his name is the boss. This bear has been hit by trains, the Canadian Pacific Railway trains.
Pacific.
Words are hard tonight for everybody. And survived at least, I think it was like 2 or 3 times.
That's crazy.
Like this, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a
fucking
but he's like a legend in Banff. Like, I hear stories about him all the time. He's called the boss. He's incredible. And I think he's still living. Did the boss die? That'd be really sad. Oh yeah, he's also tagged. So he's grizzly bear number 122. He's a grizzly bear. Yeah, he's a dominant male in the Banff area. He is the patriarch of the Bow Valley grizzly population.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm not making this up. Meaning he has bred with many of the female bears out there. So the majority of the grizzly bears out in Banff National Park are his spawn. He's famous for surviving being hit by a train twice. A significant feat in the Banff National Park. And he has a notable rival named Split Lip, with he has fought with a scar on his split lip mouth. So he is actually the reason that Split Lip has a split lip.
It's like Mufasa and Scar.
I know. While usually in the wild, he has become notorious for being seen in popular areas. And he's just massive.
You know, I really wish that they would have named him Chuck Norris.
I know. His emergence from hibernation each spring, confirmed by trail cams, is a significant event marking the reminder for visitors to practice bear safety. So when you see the boss, that's when they start being like, okay, stay out of the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, take a break from hiking. He's around. He is like he is, oh my God. Yeah, no, he's still kicking. He is like the bear you want to see.
Split lip.
Oh my you God. Don't want to see in Banff. No, I will post a picture of him on our shows. Yes. Because he is just, anyways.
Let me see him.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
He's massive.
Holy fuck. He is a train.
Yeah. He is massive. He is a train. Yeah. He survived being hit by a train twice. Jesus Christ. Like, that's incredible. Anyways, I digress. So we do have big bears in Banff. So when the early European settlers thought that, the 7-foot ape-like creature they saw was a bear. Kind of makes sense. So, the last reported sighting of this particular creature that the early European settlers kept seeing was actually in 1899. The story of the Minnewanka Wildman is one of the most prominent Sasquatch legends specific to the Canadian Rockies, deeply rooted in the Banff National Park, Alberta. This is where I said we were going to talk a little bit about the history.
Yes.
Did I just lose my place?
I can't believe, I don't think I've ever heard specifically of this one.
Yeah.
Of the Lake Minnewanka.
I have. So the most intense period. Oh my God.
We're in a little roll today.
You know what? I said that I'm really bad at, saying these words that are not my native language. I'm also really bad at pronouncing words in my native language. I'm just really bad at pronouncing words in general. So the most intense period of alleged encounters. These are encounters, not just sightings.
Right.
These are actual encounters centered around Lake Minnewanka in the late 19th century. Reports of a large creature near the lake began to circulate among the early European settlers. I already said all of this. Among the early, yeah. So this is interesting. Oh my God, I forgot about this part. But I was going to mention this earlier. But so they inhabited a small summer village of Lake Minnewanka Landing, which is actually now submerged beneath the reservoir. I was going to say that. There's actually a town.
There's a sunken town.
Lake. And when you were talking about how it's so crystal and pristine, you can see the top of the church steeple. And I couldn't remember if that was a real story or if I made that up in my head, but that's a real story. They had the early settlers built this little summer village next to Lake Minnewanka, and it is now submerged underneath Lake Minnewanka and is still there to this day. So all the encounters took place around 21 kilometers, around the 21-kilometer long glacier lake of Lake Minnewanka, characterized by the stony shorelines and the thick bush leading up to the surrounding mountain peaks. Unlike the modern-day belief that Sasquatch maintains a policy of mutual avoidance, the Minnewanka wildman stories involve more hostile interactions. Frightening and sometimes trigger happy settlers and workers allegedly fired rifles at the creature after encountering it. After being fired upon, the creature was said to let out a deafening and horrific shriek. So not like a growl, like a bear roll, like a shriek. So the encounter around the early winter of 1988, a man on horseback reported seeing this creature in the vicinity of Lake Minnewanka, and it was visibly limping, suggesting it had been wounded by one of the previous confrontations. After this time, the reports of this specific creature dissipates.
Really?
And this was 1988. So the Minnewanka wildman story built upon a much older indigenous foundation of fear and respect for the lake and its surroundings. So Lake Minnewanka, Banff National Park's largest body of water, is known today for its pristine, glacier-fed beauty. Yet its tranquility hides a rich and unsettling history woven from two distinct and equally terrifying legends: the Minnewanka Wildman and the ancient Minnewanka merman.
I was looking at this the sunken village thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Jesus Christ.
Isn't that wild?
Look at that.
Yeah. There's a whole damn village.
And then
this is all on our social.
I was scrolling, and then this came up.
Handling. This is where we're going. But so like, I mean, I should have dug deeper into
Like, is that real or that's fake?
It's fake.
Okay.
It's a hoax.
I mean, I should know, but
it was at one point believed to be
right.
real. But like I should have done more research into this, and maybe we will one day. But yeah, this is what we're about to talk about right now. So this is the Minnewanka merman, which is a water spirit. These stories confirm the lake's original name bestowed by the Stoney Nakoda First Nations. We love the Stoney Nakodas.
Mm-hmm.
So Minnewanka, or the Lake of the Spirit. It is called the Minnewanka, or the Lake of the Spirits. Long before the European settlers, the Stoney Nakoda people treated Lake Minnewanka with a fearful respect, and a respect that they have to this day, of course. Their ancient legends of the water spirit served as a powerful cautionary tale to keep the community, particularly children, safe from the lake's unpredictable nature. Central to the legend is the mysterious, grotesque creature often described as a half-human, half-fish being, a merman. Witnesses recounted seeing the creature rise from the deep waters near the center of the lake before sinking back beneath the surface. Terrifying.
That's so spooky.
I just love digging into these stories about places that we go to all the time, and then learning all the like indigenous histories behind them. Like when I did the episode about the European settlers and the St. John's River, and learning about how sacred that water was to them, totally made me feel disgusting about myself swimming in that lake as a child. But like, just learning all this, I just love it.
It's so fascinating.
So one version of the legend tells an ancestral Stoney man who, upon observing the lake from a mountain high above, saw a fish seemingly as long as the entire lake itself, leading to the belief in a powerful water spirit that presided over the area. Campers also reported hearing inexplicable sounds, including voices and the steady beating of a drum emanating from beneath the water. The creature was believed to possess the magical ability to manipulate the water, sometimes causing small, sudden swells or waves that rushed towards the shore. I'd be interested. I don't know if I'm going to even cover this. So the result of these terrifying encounters was long-standing cultural practice. The Stoney Nakoda avoided the lake entirely, neither fishing nor canoeing on its surface, recognizing it as a place of immense spiritual danger, which would explain why it was a European settlement that is now residing at the bottom of that lake.
Which is, silly.
But also, I mean, like, listen to the legends, guys.
I mean, that's a choice to put a village right there when it's, I mean, not that they would have known that a glacier fed lake is eventually going to result in, higher.
2023, Calgary.
Yeah.
Our entire city fucking flooded because of a glacier fed lake.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. The ancient legend of the merman took a particular physical presence in the early 20th century. Today, visitors of the Banff Trading Post can see the infamous Banff merman, which Christy just showed you a photo of, a preserved mummified curiosity. This grotesque figure, a composite of animal parts, is a classic example of a sailor's hoax, known as a Jenny Hanover or Fiji mermaid. While the artifact was acquired by the shop's owner, Norman Luxton, and displayed as the captured Lake Minnewanka monster, it serves as a bizarre link between the authentic indigenous folklore and the sensationalism of the early North American tourism. Collectively, the dual legends of the Minnewanka merman and the Wildman the Sasquatch emphasize that the wilderness surrounding the Lake of the Spirits has always been considered sacred, powerful, and utterly untamed. a place where the unknown holds sway over man.
Ooh.
So one particular sighting, so one man actually made a lot of like waves. So the famous Davis Thompson tracks. So this man, while not directly tied to the Lake Minnewanka as the oldest and perhaps most significant historical account, often cited for the Canadian Rocky Mountain Sasquatch phenomenon, is that of explorer David Thompson. So in 1811, while crossing the Rocky Mountains, possibly near what is now Jasper, Alberta, or was, Thompson and his party discovered a set of large tracks in the snow. He meticulously recorded the tracks' measurements, describing them as 14 inches in length and 8 inches wide. It featured 4 large toes, just 4, each about 4 inches long, and low sunk ball of the foot. Thompson noted that the tracks had a, quote, small nail at the end of each toe, unquote, which made him suspect that it was exceptionally large. Old grizzly bear with worn claws. However, he also wrote that the shortness of the nails, the ball of the foot, and its immense size were not characteristic of a bear, stating the sight of the tracks of that large beast staggered me and often, quote, the sight of the tracks of that large beast staggered me, and I often thought of it, unquote. Thompson's indigenous guides at the time had a more mysterious theory, suggesting the tracks belonged to a young living mammoth, showcasing the bewilderment of the size and the shape of the tracks caused at the time. Both the Minnewanka Wildman and Davis Thompson track accounts underscore the long history of unexplained massive bipedal creatures within the Canadian mountains. The immense rugged expanse of the Canadian Rockies spanning Alberta and the interior of British Columbia is not merely a scenic backdrop for tourists. It's a primal wilderness where the legend of Sasquatch continues to thrive. Decades after the historical accounts of the Minnewanka Wildmen, a steady flow of modern sightings, mysterious tracks, and curious audio recordings suggest that a massive, elusive humanoid still patrols these vast protected mountainscapes. Today's Sasquatch reports concentrate in 3 distinct zones that offer the ideal combination of deep cover, abundant food sources, and minimal human interactions.
Let's go there.
The densely wooded foothills, the glacier river valleys, and the remote mountain transition zones. So the first one is the Bow Valley and Kananaskis corridor. So that's the eastern slopes where Banff National Park meets the town of Canmore and Kananaskis country. Beautiful, beautiful. Those are my hiking grounds. They have become an area of high interest. The dense
like Highway 40?
Yes. Yeah. The dense transition zones allow for easy travel, foraging, drawing wildlife, and allegedly the Sasquatch closer to human civilization. The Canmore crossings, so numerous recent reports involve sightings near the eastern edge of Canmore, often focused on the Bow River campground or areas adjacent to the busy Trans-Canada Highway. Witnesses, typically motorists, who pull over to photograph landmarks like the Three Sisters Peaks, have reported seeing a massive dark bipedal figure along the river bank before it quickly vanishes into the thick brush. So in one wildly shared recent account, footage captured in the high alpine near Canmore shows a dark moving anomaly crossing a steep ridge line. Witnesses noted its sheer size and its unusually rapid, powerful walk. It's rapid, powerful stride it used to traverse the difficult terrain. Movement not easily attributed to any known wildlife. Though the famous wild man accounts faded in the 1900s, the glacier lake saw renewed attention in 2016 when a group reportedly had a sighting from a boat near the shoreline, stirring memories of the historical
And that was 2016?
encounters. Yeah. So the second zone where a lot of people report seeing Sasquatch today is the remote Nordig and Abraham Lake wilderness. So that's north of the main tourist hubs. The vast, heavily wooded foothills near Nordig. Yeah, Nordig. Yeah, I'm just proud. And Abraham Lake. I've been there. I've hiked there. That's the one that has the bubbles.
Oh,
have you ever seen that? So Abraham Lake has that I don't know the scientific thing behind it, but in the winter when it freezes over, it's got all those beautiful bubbles in it, and people like to go there to go skating.
Abraham Lake bubbles.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is this all about? Ice bubble. Oh my god.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like people go there, like that's so gorge.
Crazy.
There's a scientific reasoning for why it does that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But
so Abraham Lake has bubbles in the winter because methane gas released by decaying or decaying organic matter on the lake's bottom gets trapped and frozen in the ice layers as the lake freezes over. So this artificial reservoir has a lot of decaying plants and other organic material, providing a rich food source for methane producing bacteria.
Interesting. So anyways,
that's so cool. Here. It's gonna go away.
Yeah, so the foothills near Nordig and the Abraham Lake are considered a primary research area. This area is noted for its deep isolation and unusual evidence left behind. Researchers, particularly those from the Alberta Sasquatch organization, yes, that exists, the ASO.
Oh my god, why am I not part of it?
Same. Have documented areas featuring complex, quote, tree structures. These formations, interwoven limbs, broken branches set in specific patterns, and leaned over trees are interpreted by some as territorial markers, shelters, and directional signs left behind an intelligent non-human agency, the Sasquatch. Which, you know what, this is crazy because I actually have a couple of photos that I can dig up. I've got photos of the merman that I took myself when I went to the trading post. Yep. But I also have a picture that I took when I went to, I believe it was Chester Lake in the winter. And it is exactly that. It is a photo of like the tree structures that they describe, that I'm describing right now, where it's like bent over. Yeah. But like in an intelligent way. Yeah. Like not in a snow fell natural. Yeah. I've got photos of it, and I remember when I took the photo specifically because I was like, Sasquatch was here.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see this.
So field investigators. This is amazing. Of the Alberta Sasquatch organization, which we should research how to become them.
Yes.
That would be amazing. But anyways, so field investigators working in the Nordic area often focus on audio evidence. Reports including discovering Sasquatch-sized footprints in soft ground, as well as recording powerful non-animal whoop vocalization. So whoop and resonant wood knocks, which are wildly associated with Sasquatch communication. It's crazy.
Oh, man. Every time I heard that, that would be so crazy.
That's the thing is that so I am going to take you snowshoeing this summer. Winter, sorry.
Let's do it in the winter.
But when I did it, this is crazy. Like, I didn't have this podcast. We didn't have this podcast when I was doing all my crazy hiking and stuff. But if Crystal and my friend Crystal and I, we used to get up and go out to Kananaskis at 4 a.m. and hike these trails alone.
Yeah.
like with no other people around, like at 4 or 5 in the morning, just the two of us. If I had had this podcast then, I would not be doing it.
No.
And the one time, like the one notable time that I went snowshoeing, so it was the first time I ever went. My friend Amanda and we went out to not Chester Lake. I don't even know, but like there was no other cars there. Like it was the middle of the day.
Yeah.
But it was like, it is crazy because like when it's winter, like everything gets quiet.
Oh yeah, because
And it was like snow blindness. It was quiet. And like I think about it now and it gives me anxiety because we're like not even on a beaten trail.
Mhm.
We're just like in the middle of the fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Just like snowshoeing through the Kananaskis area.
Yeah.
When like we could have run into anything. But
Yeah.
if you heard like that knocking sound, which I don't recall if I did or not, that would like it would echo through the quiet wind. Like we barely talked because it was just like it was just so quiet and peaceful out there.
Yeah, or like what do you think that it's like trees creaking in the cold or something, or like snow settling in a, I don't know, like would it even trigger a thought? I mean, then
I would
now.
Yeah.
I get this podcast, I would be like,
I would probably
be up.
When everything is so silent, all of a sudden there's a really loud sound.
Yeah.
Like it's always going to make my heart race.
Yeah.
Regardless if I try to explain it away,
right?
I like you know,
and everything's
tree,
louder in
right?
the winter,
because
of the
So, but we definitely have to do at least one snow.
I'd love to
excursion this summer,
and let's go hunt to Sasquatch.
Winter, and see like we're gonna be like terrified though. We're gonna be like, what is that? What is that? What is that?
God.
Every little sound, but I love it. We're gonna do it. Bears will be hibernating, so we'll be good. For that. We don't know if Sasquatch hibernates because he's elusive.
Right.
So the last place of like hot spot, I guess, is Jasper National Park. So the Deep Wilderness Refuge of Jasper. This is with its immense, largely roadless regions, often the kind of pristine, undisturbed habitat capable of supporting a breeding population of large recluse animals.
There we go. So
one compelling account from 2010 comes from an Edmonton filmmaker and wilderness guide who shares footage and a detailed testimony of a sighting high in the BC Rockies near Jasper area. He described observing a 9-foot tall bipedal figure with a distinctly human-like face.
What is his name?
I didn't get that.
I was wondering if it's the same guy that I took for the Wendigo.
Oh, possibly.
You said he was at Alberta.
Edmonton.
Edmonton. Okay, no, this guy was American, I think. So
yeah. So he described observing the 9-foot tall bipedal figure with a distinctly human-like face that demonstrated awareness by crouching before disappearing. I've seen that video actually. I actually remember seeing that.
Yeah.
It was like he sees the guy and he just like crouches down and then like crawls away.
Interesting.
We'll find all these and post them on our socials, of course. So modern research in Jasper often employs passive methods. So remote audio recordings set up to monitor wildlife have occasionally captured anomalous, loud, and anomalous loud sounds that fall outside the vocal range of known bears, wolves, and human activity. So despite decades of searching, concrete scientific evidence, a body, verifiable skeleton remains, or authenticated DNA remains elusive. Yet modern Sasquatch reports in the Rockies gain their weight from several factors. Descriptions across different regions and time periods consistently describe the animal between 7 and 10 feet tall, covered in dark shaggy hair, moving with immense power. The accounts are often reinforced by the unwavering cultural knowledge of the Stoney Nakoda and other First Nations who view the Sasquatch as real, known and often benevolent element of the natural world, possessing a shrewd policy of mutual avoidance with the humanity. The Canadian Rockies represent millions of acres of protected, remote, and ecologically rich terrain, a true haven for a large, intelligent omnivore capable of successfully evading all but the luckiest or most dedicated observers. And for those who claim to have had an encounter in the solitary wilderness of the Canadian Rockies, the mystery remains alive. They argue that the vast, unforgiving nature of the mountain range provide a perfect sanctuary for a highly intelligent, reclusive primate to continue to evade detection. The vast scale of the Canadian wilderness ensures that the search for the Sasquatch is not quite a quest for a cryptid, but a journey into the heart of the few remaining truly wild places on the continent, and a thrilling reminder of the untamed secrets that might still lurk within the rugged heart of the Canadian Rockies.
Wow. Oh,
there you have it.
That's amazing.
The Minnewanka Wildman, aka the Sasquatch. And I got the merman in there because I was like, you know what?
I started to get the merman.
I was like, I gotta get him in there.
Yeah.
But like,
that's so good. I love the history of Lake Minnewanka, and like, I had no idea there was a sunken village down there.
I heard about it, but I forgot about it.
I want to go look at it, but it also haunts me. There's something about sunken things.
We go do our ghost hunting excursion at the Banff Hotel there, the Banff Springs Hotel. We'll make a trip there too, and we'll go to the trading post to see this.
Yeah.
Hoaxy mermaid.
Yes, we must.
It's like seeing it. It's
crusty.
It's whatever it's made with is real.
Yeah,
like real things.
Right.
It's terrifying. It's made with real animal parts.
Yeah,
like it's not like paper mache or anything like that. Like it's terrifying.
That's crazy.
It makes me think of that scene from House of 1,000 Corpses. Is that the movie I'm thinking of?
Maybe. I don't know
where they make the merman.
No.
They actually make a merman or something in House of 1,000 Corpses. It's terrifying. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Gnarly. Thank you so much for bringing that. That's so exciting. I want to go to the mountains now.
I know. I can't. We got to do snowshoeing. We got to do all these things. We got to start making a list.
Yes, we need
of things that we need to do so we can talk about it on Patreon episodes.
Exactly.
We'll have some, we'll go search for some Sam
Squatches. Yeah.
Search for the Sam Squatch. We'll report back to you. But I do have, like I said, that photo from when I went hiking at Chester Lake and saw that tree structure, which at the time, even then, I had seen a lot of documentaries, and I was like, oh my God, Sasquatch was here.
Yeah. Chester Lake tree.
Oh, I don't know if it would, I don't know. Because it's like I don't think I know I have a picture of it. I know I do. I just don't know where it would be.
And they're like curved in.
Mm-hmm. They are. Anyways, oh my God, I post so many pictures on Facebook, but I know it's on Facebook.
It's definitely not on Google. Well, if it is, it's going to be hard to find. But anyways, thank you so much, Megan.
Yeah.
Amazing. It just renewed my already curious brain into Sam Squatch. Oh.
See how it's like, it's not just like,
is that one tree?
It's one tree, yeah, and it's made into like an arch.
Well, that's so peculiar.
Yeah. So that's what they say, is that they're like, they look like arches. I don't know if you can see it all that well.
It's going to blind it out. Oh, there you go.
Kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my one time that I thought I saw evidence of the Sasquatch.
Well, maybe you did.
We'll have to, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for listening.
Yes,
to my episode about the Canadian Rockies Sasquatch.
Loved it.
And the merman.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
You seen any evidence of a Sasquatch? Do you believe in a Sasquatch?
You know what? There was this one time. There was this one time that we were hiking. Oh, what hike was it? It was like in the summer, even. And there's this one hike that I've done a couple of times, and it's really, really high up. So there's a point that no matter what time of year, you have to go through snow.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I think I have a picture of that too, and I'll see if I can find it. There was like a footprint in the snow that was like this big. Like,
What?
it was fucking huge.
Crazy.
Anyways, I'll see if I can find that too. But
Okay.
those are my, like, I have stories too, guys.
So
of,
cool.
like, being Kananaskis. I'm thinking that
Listener story.
Yeah. So anyway,
Podcast story.
if you have any of your own stories, please email us.
Yeah, sure.
brewmurdercrew@gmail.com.
So, and then you already know our socials. We're not
Yeah.
going to share that again. But yeah. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
listening.
Bye. I gotta see if I